considering my disability, that I can't see, my advice to people that might be watching this that are thinking whether you can cope as someone who can't see as a parent, I would say absolutely you can, but that I'm not the best example of that because I've got a partner and an extended family that are hugely hands-on. But you can, and the example I would point to would be my mum, and my sister who's got a child as well. So, you absolutely can. You absolutely can. And obviously I know of lots of people who are also blind or vision impaired parents, and sometimes both of them are visually impaired. So, that is not a barrier by any means. And whether you think that your condition is going to be inherited by your children as well, and you're wondering, or people out there who haven't got a disability are wondering how people with disabilities can choose to have children who might themselves have disabilities. How can they do that? How can they impose that upon people that didn't have a say in the matter? If the choice is between that or not existing at all, then I know which one I prefer. As someone who feels hugely happy and fortunate about being alive, then I'm certainly glad that my parents decided to have children, despite all three of us being not being able to see. Sam and Faith, it looks like at the moment, aren't going to have my condition, and it's 50-50 as far as I know each time. It's difficult to say because our condition is actually unique to our family, so we did have a bit of genetic advice counselling on it beforehand, and the best they could say was, look at the statistics so far. Everyone's got it in your family who has been born from my mum and from my sister who's also got it. So the odds aren't looking good. It's obviously a dominant condition, and that the maximum that a dominant condition can have where only one partner has got it is 50%. So we were working on that basis with when we were deciding whether to have children ourselves. And it might be that we've come up lucky each time that they both haven't. But if they have, we're still, being blind is no barrier to happiness whatsoever. And in fact, I would, hand on heart, say that my worst disabling condition is not my vision, it's my memory. I've got a terrible memory. And if I didn't have, electronic things popping up reminding me about things, to be here or to go there, a disability in this day and age isn't nearly as disabling factor as it used to be. Having said that, if we were going to be passing on a condition that meant extreme pain or hugely disabling, then obviously I wouldn't know where I would stand on that because I'm not personally in that position. We may still have come to the same decision. I just don't know. I can't possibly comment on that. But in our personal circumstances, if people are wondering how we could have made that decision, it wasn't made lightly, but at the same time, it wasn't really, it was a no-brainer for me. In fact, thankfully, Judith felt the same way.